Introducing Bjorem Speech Box of Decks. Each deck includes 40 cards with the target sound in all sound positions. All target words have been carefully selected and labeled on the back of the cards. We pride ourselves on the inclusivity and functionality of our artwork, with hopes that all children and adults will be able to see themselves in these products. These cards can be used for speech sound disorders, language, and literacy. I'll be giving examples for how to target goals in these areas later on in this video. But first, let's take a peek inside the deck. The front of all of our cards include artwork that has been carefully thought through and designed by our very talented artists. The cards themselves are a durable, thick, matte texture, which is also great for children with visual impairments because there will be no glare as compared to shiny cards. Now let's take a look at the back of the card. Any applicable target words will be on the back of the card, as well as all of the info you need to keep them organized. We chose to put the targets on the back of the cards so that the images can be more open-ended to target a ton of different goals, which I will get to later. Here are some examples from various box of decks. You can see how some cards have multiple target word options. We want you to be able to get the most out of every card. Our artwork is modern, inclusive, engaging, and functional. Now let's get to some of those goals, starting with speech sound disorders. You can pull cards based on the target sound, or if you have a specific target word you're working on, you can pull cards from various decks with images that match what you're looking for. Here are two examples for the words play and eat. The cards shown were taken from different decks based off of the picture on the front of the card. We have cards here selected from box of S, box of Z, box of L, and more. Now, let's get into literacy. There are plenty of goals you can target, such as counting syllables. You can choose any card and count the syllables using whatever method works best for you. Here, we have visual dots to count out the syllables. You can identify initial, medial, or final sounds by grabbing a variety of cards from different decks. Here is an example of cards from box of D, as well as cards from box of Z, S, SH, and W. You can also use these cards to teach those tricky spelling rules. Here's an example using cards from the box of K deck. Last but certainly not least, here are some ideas for targeting language goals. These tips will be perfect if you have any mixed groups on your caseload. I won't be talking about everything on this list in this video, but let's just take a quick look at those first three, starting with storytelling. Sort cards into characters, actions, and settings and create a story. Storytelling can target so many different language goals. Bonus tip: when working on carryover of sounds, you can use the cards from the same deck to create a sound-loaded story. Once again, a great way to use the cards for kids who have both speech and language goals. Work on verbs, WH questions, and more by selecting cards that show actions. Sort pictures into categories such as animals, vehicles, food, clothing, and more. For more information about the specific target words in each deck, you can find the word lists in the product descriptions on our website.